section, we learn of the cost of transport. I've been looking at this issue regarding ring and ride from the combined authority perspective, where they subsidise ring and ride to the extent of £26 per passenger per journey, which seems a staggering amount. Part of the reason is that they use quite large minibuses, which probably have quite a big carbon footprint. And whereas I noticed that Uber provide wheelchair transport in London, and they use light vans adapted for the purposes. I'm just wondering whether for the services that we provide, that the sort of Uber option, to put it that way, it has been considered to reduce costs.
So because of procurement regulations, we have to contract for any of the services we provide. So there's potentially additional costs as a result of going through those processes with major providers. There's also particular specifications. So if we're looking at the taxi side of the market, there are certain safeguarding conditions we need under those contract arrangements. In quite a lot of instances, particularly for send transport, there's escorts involved for individual children as well, which have to be accounted for and taken account of within the contractual arrangements, or separately linking in with the contractual arrangement. So it's not quite as simple as just ringing up a taxi like you would if you're a member of the public, because of the safeguarding considerations for transporting the children around. That said, we are, through the transport review that we're doing under the Financial Sustainability Board, looking at alternatives, resetting expectations of parents about what options are available, and in some instances trying to create more independence within those school children, looking at whether we can incorporate and bring together some of the provision. Some of it is about where children are placed as well, because of some of the choices we've got. We're inevitably having to transport some of the children further, and because we've got an increased number of EHCPs than we anticipated, some of those placements are out of county as well, because those are the only placements that are available, which is increasing the cost. So all of that is part of a review, both through the DSG management plan that's being worked up at the moment, and through the transport review that's being looked at the moment as well, from a point of engagement with parents and children around the transport options that they have available to them, and needs that they've got, through to then the commissioning of the solutions that we've got. But there are certain constraints we've got, unlike individual members of the public that could just dial up Uber and ask for a taxi.
Thank you. In the environment